How's it going, Virgo? Robin here with AriesFireTarot. What's up? And welcome to your July 2020 mid-month tarot card reading. Guys, I always use the Starman tarot card deck to do this reading, and I usually use the Star Guide spread. But I was reading the Starman book, and I found this really cool read, and it's called the Starman Spread. And just to give you a little backstory on the deck, it was inspired by David Bowie, and he collaborated on the artwork. So this says, Bowie was a shapeshifter, a person who tried on many personalities and forms. So we use the Starman spread to reveal your hidden self, to try on new personalities and claim your rightful place in the stars. So I mean, I've had this book for like 2 years, but I stumbled across this reading just the other day. And I believe in divine and perfect timing. And I believe the reason I found this now is because we're going through such a global ascension, and people are able to discover new layers of themselves. And like the first card says, what part of you is outdated? So I really felt like this was the perfect time to do this read. So I hope you enjoy. And it is a general read, guys. Just want to throw that out there. So anyway, yeah, once again, thanks for being here, you guys, and all of that great stuff. I do appreciate you. And let's just dig right in. So what part of you is outdated with the first card here? So we have the Princess of Wands here. And right away, I'm seeing where you could be passing on information to other people that could be more useful to you, but you're sharing it with other people. You could be giving away too much of yourself. You could be exposing yourself, like your heart, to people that don't deserve it. Or you could be giving people tips that could serve you better, like a job tip. I just see like a divulgence of information, sort of an inability to filter, you know, and really deem people appropriate to see certain levels of you, because not everybody cares. And some people just like to gossip, you know. So they're saying it, like Spirit is saying that's outdated. It's time to stop doing that, because it could be harmful for you. You know, sometimes it's nice to really have a heart-to-heart with people, but do they deserve it? It's time to really start looking at your circle and see who is worthy of your most intimate moments. And further to that, I'm getting messages from Spirit saying, if you're one of those people that is gushing on social media all the time, just remember, you know, it can be there forever unless you go back and clean it up, and you never know who's going to read what at what point in time. So you may wish to reconsider how much you're putting on social media, okay, and how much you're sharing. I see a bit of a gusher here, you know, and that's because you trust people, you know, and you don't expect people to hold things against you, but not everybody has your heart. So keep that in mind. So what should you turn your attention to? So we have the Sacred Clown here, and he wants to start a new journey, you know. So there is something greater for you to focus on, and this is going to be yourself. You know, instead of scattering seeds of yourself all over the place for other people to take advantage of, look at you. Look at you. So let's just put this down here, and I'm going to keep on pulling cards. There's just an external focus, you know. Look how creepy the Sacred Clown is. Like there's somebody totally following you. And that could be the downside of oversharing on social media. Somebody could get too close to you, and I don't want to scare anybody. But you have to be really careful. Really careful. Be a little bit more discerning who you let know about you, who you accept friend requests from. Okay. All right. So yeah, there's a new level of awareness to what you share being requested here from spirit guides. So how do others see this new part of you when you start filtering your friend requests, when you don't gush things out to people right away? Maybe when you start diverting questions and you can say, oh, that's I'm wondering why you want to know that. Why is that important to you? You know, like people ask me inappropriate stuff all the time, you know, and who are you? Like, why are you asking me that? You know, and if, it's funny, I used to work in a restaurant. I'll just tell you guys, like, how it's possible to deflect people. You don't automatically have to trust and open up to people. But I used to work in a restaurant for a long time, and we were told if there was somebody in the back, like in the back end of the house, like to, and we didn't know them, just to stop and say, who are you? You know, what are you doing here? And to feel no shame in doing that, because you should recognize the people in your circle. So you can ask that, like, why do you want to know that? You know, you don't have to open doors, you know, if you don't know the person on the other side. Who are you? What are you doing here? So you can take a little bit more of a protective stance of your energy and who you allow to touch it. And this is going to change the way that other people are going to see you. So that's what this next card is going to represent. They might start to be a little bit nicer to you, because so many people, and you guys know that people love to talk about other people. I'm just seeing where there's a lot of disingenuine people around you right now. So you could really draw in people that care about you and want to protect you, instead of sort of exploiting how generous and kind and sweet you are. This is really interesting. You've got the Prince of Cups coming in, and instead of, like, I'm just seeing, not, people are not protecting your heart the way that you deserve, because the trust, that innocent bond in some people in your circle, it's not being reciprocated. And when you start asking people those questions, oh, why do you need to know that? Or I was wondering why you wanted to talk about that right now. Or just flat out saying, is that any of your business? You're going to find out who comes back. You know, people that really care about you will say, oh, okay, yeah, I understand that you don't want to talk about right now. That's really cool. And sorry if I hurt your feelings. And disingenuine people, they're going to bristle up and sort of treat you like you're holding out. Oh, why are you being such a, you know what I mean? So you've got an opportunity here to, and it's just going to be for the best in the long run, you know, because, man, people talk and people post, and then you go to find a job 10 years later, and the HR department does a search on your social media, and they uncover this trail of dirt that you have to explain away, or you don't even get the chance to explain it away. Or, you know, you have some incident in your romantic life and it gets talked about and posted about, and, you know, intelligent people Google their potential suitors now. Oh, you're interesting. Let me see what you've done. And then you find out, whoa. So, I mean, it's called an intimate secret for a reason, and everybody has them. You don't have to share them with other people because they show a spark of interest. So it's really time to start discerning who belongs in your life and who does not. And that is going to change your tribe, and you'll see it. So how can this trait help you when you start to really protect yourself like the divine being of love and light that you are, that you can see here with the Princess of Wands? You know, you've got a lot to protect. You are your own highest resource. So how can this trait help you? You could be experiencing some sort of unrest, some unease. Like, and this is why people talk too much. You know, they're gushing because It could be out of wanting other people to accept you or not being comfortable in a silence. So this is going to change how you view things. And just know, you guys, that a comfortable silence with somebody is probably the highest compliment that you can have between friends. You know, being prompted to constantly chatter and entertain people, it's kind of a trauma response and an anxious response. You're not responsible for other people to have a good time. You don't have to fill gaps in silence so that other people feel entertained. Being able to calmly, oh, this feels so good and your energy is so nice right now, and you know, people that you can sit on a park bench with and just pass the time watching the wind rustle the leaves, like it's so much more valuable than, you know, the racehorse chatter. So being able to silence that, and this is important also when it comes to your romantic relationships, being able to sit comfortably in silence with that particular person that you want to spend the rest of your life with, because believe me, you know, things get a little boring after a certain amount of years. So when you step on the stage, what is the outcome of the show? So you're switching costumes here. You're switching, you know, your position on the stage. You're going to make some adjustments and realizations. So, and now you're going to present this new persona out there, right? So how is that going to reflect back into your life? Okay, so a lot of people are, maybe they're not going to like this, you know? There could be an agitation. It could really reflect in how many people are on your friends list, or how many people are hitting you up on DM and text message. So you've got the Tower here, and that's going to be okay. And other people could view you as being volatile. Like, ugh, what an attitude with you, you know, Virgo. Like, I can't even believe, you know, and then people are off on a tangent, but you're protecting yourself, you know, you're protecting everything about yourself, and only people that are really deserving about that to see it should be allowed access to that. So, you know, and this is going to bring in people that match you, you know, that really get you, or you don't have to explain yourself to them, or there's just such a big shift in the people that you could associate with that are really, really, truly your tribe. I think this is really fascinating here, and just a reminder that, you know, you're just so precious, you know, you really are. And there's so much more to you than I think you are aware of. And there are people that are willing to come in and match your vibration and accept you for who you are, whether you're entertaining them or not. All right, guys. I'm going to leave it there, and I hope it made sense. And I just want to send you guys so much love and light right now, okay? So take care. Bye.